pay a percentage of the salary. And when you're trying to if you're trying to run a grassroots campaign and not take every single dollar that might be offered to you, to have to put out $1,200 or $1,500 or $2,000 of your campaign money just to get your name on the ballot is excessive. So I would ask that as
if they have a certain number of signatures,
right,
they don't have to pay.
Right. If they get a certain number of signatures, they are allowed to run, and that is all these folks are asking you to do, is to sign their petition card. You are not saying that you're going to vote for them. It has nothing to do with jury duty. Jury duty comes off your driver's license. You are simply saying that I recognize this is a person who wants to run for office. They are out here beating the street, meeting the people, and I want you to take the time and sign that petition card for them. I also want to encourage you, because everyone who's a candidate has a phone number and an address posted with Ann Bodenstein of the elections office. Pick up the phone and call them and ask them a question. You know,
they'd love to hear from you.
They would absolutely. They would love to hear from you. If your concern is dog catching in Santa Rosa County, well, call them and ask them what their position is on that. Be part of the process. If you're not going to run for office, get out there and educate yourself and be prepared for this year's elections. Now, I'm going to say something, and I want you to know that this is Jerry talking here. Representative Jeff Miller sent an envelope to my house recently, and I thought I had made my point to Mr. Miller a couple times before that there would be no need to send a Christmas card or a birthday card to me anymore, but apparently they haven't gotten the message down there. But Mr. Miller decided to use my tax dollars and postage in an envelope, and he decided to send me a petition card. He wants me to sign a petition card for him, and I'm going to lean in when I say this. Representative Miller, you know full well that in my case, and not just my case, in many other people who have run for office, you refused to sign a petition card. I do not care what your reason was. It does not matter to me. All the while you're refusing to sign our petition cards, your man is standing to the side asking us to sign yours. So here is your petition card, Representative Jeff Miller. There is your petition card, and don't send any more to my house because I'm not going to sign it. Okay, Deborah, I feel much better.
I noticed there was some writing on the back of that.
There was. I am preparing the letter which I will send to him. Here's my suggestion to you, Representative Jeff Miller. Put you on a pair of comfortable shoes and go hit a neighborhood on your own and get some signature cards signed. And I'd also suggest that you change your attitude and make sure you sign everybody else's petition card in this election. But I, for one, will not be signing your card. Okay.
We'd still like to interview Representative Miller, though.
Yeah, any time Representative Miller would like to come on this show, absolutely. It's an open invitation, ladies and gentlemen.
They have the phone number.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, 3 good topics there. I hope the folks have enjoyed them. Included in this show, of course, you've seen a couple video clips there. Hope you've enjoyed it. Once again, if you would like to advertise with our show, you feel free to contact with us, and we'll be somewhere from free to whatever Channel 3 News charges. So once again, I'm Jerry Cooey.
I'm Deborah Nelson.
Good night.
Something, and there's an item that's going to be statewide vote this year. A story came out in the newspaper. I was a little concerned about some of the things that I read about it. Since it is going to be something that's going to be discussed widely this year, it's the hometown democracy. The full text of the amendment, Article 2, Section 74, a local government may adopt a new comprehensive land use plan or amend a comprehensive land use plan. Such proposed plan or plan amendment shall be subject to a vote of the electors of the local government by referendum. there was some comments made in the paper which I kind of wholeheartedly disagree with. The whole purpose of the hometown democracy is so we avoid things like Jubilee, that we take the time and allow the people to look at it. I know there's going to be a lot of banter back and forth about this during this year, and as a citizen, I believe it's my obligation to come up here and we'll just get the ball rolling so that it has a fair hearing on both sides. Hometown democracy is not going to keep a business from moving into your county. It's not going to pit one end of the county against the other end of the county. The whole purpose of the hometown democracy is because the citizens of the state of Florida, and plenty of them in this county and neighboring counties, are tired of having large-scale development shoved down their throat without absolutely no voice in the matter. And that's the purpose of it. And I'm going to take it one step further, and I want you guys to know that I'm certainly going to say this with a smile on my face. It's a newly enacted law, and I am in no way, shape, or form suggesting that this Board of County Commissioners might try this, but I am going to read Chapter 106.113, Expenditures by Local Governments, 1 parentheses 2. A local government or a person acting on behalf of a local government may not expend or authorize the expenditure of, and a person or group may not accept public funds for political advertisement or electioneering communication concerning an issue, referendum, or amendment, including any state question that is subject to the vote of the electors. And I only bring that forward because we had a little controversy over a sales tax issue. It's very clear in the law now that my county won't use taxpayer money for the benefit of this. I know this is going to be a big point of discussion this year. Just want it on the record, and I appreciate your time.
For 50 years, Florida's official policy from the governor on down has been to let the growth industry drive Florida's economy. And what did we get for it? Compared to the rest of the country, wages and household incomes here are lower now than they were 10 years ago. Property taxes and traffic are both higher. Crime and high school dropout rates are the second worst in the nation. So what are we doing about it? Mostly building more roads to nowhere that land speculators soon fill up with residential sprawl, costing more in public services than it generates in taxes. Residential growth can't even pay for itself, much less add to our economy, but Florida's government still wants more of it. When they couldn't get it with taxes, they started issuing bonds, so tomorrow's taxpayers could pay for today's construction projects on the installment plan. For highways, in the form of tolls.